Hi everyone, the first game would be the game between Robin Bonjon and Clement Toromanov. Let's go with this. This was the very fast game. It was interesting Joseki in the beginning. To be honest, I don't even remember when the last time I saw this. Looks like some overplay. I remember there was something like this. This and depends on a ladder, which you have a ladder. So you can just think we have a ladder or not. Should be. So I would play like this with white. I think this is very difficult to play something around it. I'm just not really sure about the ladder yet. I think the ladder just works. So yeah. And this was the solution way before. And I think you don't play this crosscut if you don't have a ladder at all. Like so this is more like unique move nowadays. And there is also no other solution how to play around it. Because if you give the ladder, this is just bad. I mean, you can attack the corner, I guess, but corner is like will survive. And this way, black can, in theory, capture. I don't know, like just play like this, or maybe, yeah. Connecting looks good. But even this looks good. I think like here black should be fine. And I think if you can, you should take the ladder. The shape by itself, well, you wanted to take center and then play on top, which is also probably okay. Yeah, maybe this one is better, because like this it would be a gotha. But also, I think white is fine even like this, because the shape is good. Now, you just need to live with the corner, and probably it's okay. Even like this, I think white is fine. Yeah. But black played really weird here. Black started to do some like this turn was too much. You should for sure defend. And now I don't think this extend would work. I don't even think this is. I think even this way white would kill. White would just kill everything. I don't think there is really an option. But just like this, it's Joseki. I'm not even sure who is better. Black get a big corner. I prefer white a bit because white have center, but I don't think that's really matters at this point. Like, it's just strange Joseki. White will play. Black has decent corner. Corner is no agi. Should be fine for both. And if you go like this is like something we go to more like all in. Maybe still I would go with this one. It still feels like this is an option because now this leads to some core. Like at least can we do it in a way that we take first? Probably not. So we need to play like this and leave some core there. This or this. And then black needs to do some miracles here in order to capture. But I cannot really imagine uh, even after this hanging connection a good result for black. I think white is leading by a lot. Probably black will manage to have some cost threat somehow. Like, but yeah. This is also an option. I don't know if you need to in Tenuki because here the trick is if you Tenuki, then maybe the core would be like this. So this core we can connect already, so it will be a direct one. And I would rather defend once. I mean, probably Tenuki is good. I don't think it's bad. I think you can even die there, get few moves, and it will be still okay. But it feels like when you answer, the game is way more hopeless. Maybe like this. No, just connection is better. Also, if you connect, I mean, you need to connect again, maybe once more, maybe like this. You need to connect once more uh, at D9, D19, and uh, then it's dead. So I think it's also kind of a burden for black when black can play it. So I think it's okay. Yeah, now I don't know. It feels game over. Hmm? Maybe white is plus 20, something like this. So if white is plus 20, we need to push tempo. We need to play maximum. We need to not to defend the corners, try to play fast, not finish our shapes. This is the idea. This is the move to make the things more simple. Yeah, and white is making the things more simple. This is not making things simple. Just continue. Or I don't know. Something like this would be probably easier. Maybe this. So I kind of create the most simple shape. Hmm. Black is trying to create a group. Yeah, white is also playing pretty okay. All moves are decent. I also like a lot S5 to just defend. This feels like a good move. Maybe here, just better to give it like this. Or like this. I feel like if we just give it, even if black captures something, it cannot be really good. I don't even know what to do, to be honest, for black. Maybe black should play like this and then try to give these stones somehow. To be honest, I'm not really sure. Maybe like this or something. Then capture, or just take center and play something on the top. Create another group. So some easy solution. If you try to attack and go here, it's a bit might be a bit more complicated. Also, again, I don't think we need to play just here. Maybe Atari from top would be better, but it doesn't matter much. Well, maybe a bit. Maybe we could play this if we need to. But this fight is getting a bit out of control. Maybe like this, and this. Maybe just connect. Something like this. I want to keep everything alive. I don't want to kill black, but I think white is really trying to kill. And there is a core. And after this core, I think black has some options. For example, here I was thinking what will happen if black would connect. I'm pretty sure white is good, but now it's getting white. Probably black will get a chance. I think this is probably the biggest chance black has. This way we are still looking at the A and we're still looking at B, and we have an option to really mess things around. I think this is the best. This way the game becomes over, I think. I think at this point it's impossible to win anymore. Because all groups are alive. Yeah, black get maybe locally, if we check with AI, decent shape and a lot of profit, but uh, this way black cannot really fight back the loss of the corner. And now white is attacking, which is fine. White needs not to die, just only think. And maybe here is good option just to capture the cutting stones. Yeah. And the game is completely over at this point. As far as white is not dying, so these stones are dead, the risk level is minimum, so even if black would live here, the game, something went wrong, yeah. I think black can try to survive, but probably this is also dying. I think the trick here that even if this is alive, all this, and if it's connected, black just don't have enough points. So that's the problem. And this fight, when you survive, most of the times it's not the one that you can come back. You need to, when you try to come back, you need most of the times try to kill something. Because when you kill, you put some pressure. And then, yeah, then while your opponent have some pressure, he can make mistakes. And here I don't feel that there is any pressure. White is connecting with all groups and white basically just killing black. If white will fail, nothing really happens for white. So I think this is not really the chance where black can fight back. About J16, yeah, there is a lot of Ajay, but black is not really. Black tried to get more, and I don't even think that you need to invade here. There's no point to destroy even that shape. Maybe it would be okay to build a group at some point on the top, like in a safe way, maybe to use B if left would survive, let's say. If it's like this, and then problem is that black is really busy with everything. Maybe with this kind of move you can connect and then try to live, but I don't really see this is like a line that can allow black to stay in this game. Still feels really hopeless. And yeah, there is a lot of Ajay, but I feel like the biggest chance was to cut here. This was the really a chance. Maybe, yeah, this one, this. I think maybe like this, black has like 10% in this game of winning percentage, which is still not a lot, but yeah, at least something. And after that, it was just game over. But I think going to this Joseki from the beginning was a big mistake, and you should just go to the compromise, not to crawl on the second line and hope to win some imaginary core. And even if this one is, I didn't check this with AI, so I don't know. My eyes is close to be even, but even if it's like few points better for white, it's still pretty even game. Like the game is long, you can do whatever you want, and then in the end, yeah, you will just most likely uh, can come back, and it's not really a big deal. With F16, yeah, this would be a bit better, but still I think it's kind of hopeless. I think the problem is this. Just, I think when you try to live with this kind of groups, you need to know the variation for like sure that it's like not that you just mm, you know manage to calculate and find it. Most likely this kind of reading sequence you should know and study before with AI. Otherwise, don't go to these complicated things. Yeah, that was kind of all. Do you have maybe questions here? Okay, then let's go to the next one. Uh, Next one. Second, I will send it to the group. Yeah. So the next one is Fuseki 3 against Clement Tomarov. So I hmm? So I was thinking about this, and this is looks like interesting Joseki. I saw it before, and yeah, D2 is correct. I think white should just capture. Um, yeah, white should just capture, and this is correct. Just one thing which is good to do afterwards in this situation, I think to play Tenuke, to play somewhere, maybe this or this. We want to keep black not alive, so we want to keep this later. And maybe in some cases, if you can get like this, and this, and for example, you get 5, and this point 5 you cannot get, but maybe in some positions the group is not alive. And keeping black not completely alive would be cool. This way, it just feels that black is completely alive, and I think this is good for black. I mean, just c1, I think this is maybe some not necessary exchanges at the moment, but c1 makes black alive. It's good to have the option to play 5. This is fine. This is also probably good. This also looks good. Joseki. I'm tempted to play some Kosret. I don't know if it's possible to play any. I mean, something like this. But looks dangerous. Somehow. Yeah, probably just this is just simple way, and I think white is fine like this. It looks okay. Also for black, I guess black maybe can consider to play answer with Hane to get also some extra center moves with Zataris, but I'm not sure it's a good exchange. I think for black is also fine to capture core. This one feels like a wrong direction. Group can live with this one or B. So I don't think there is really it's necessary to play it just right now. And for white, white probably should just jump this one or try to reinforce one of the groups. Okay, this and then jump. Now jump. And then I think everything is okay. Here we fight or we go here. I think white is here is fine. Completely fine. Yeah. And like this. Okay, then now jump. And we have some problems. I'm not sure what is here about semi. Well, this is one semi, the one is on the top is also unclear. This is also, I'm not really sure what is going on. Maybe a bit dangerous, but if we just answer, then there is a net, and net is not what you want to see. So I think this net feels really painful. One, two, three. Okay, this is center. I think this group has problems with living. Like, it's not. Ah, wait. I forgot that this forced answer that. I thought the top is not. It's kind of dying. But then I also, if it's not dead, then I don't see a point of this move. Like, we are alive. I don't see why we need to cut. We need to just take another big move, like here, or create something. I also don't think that black is interested in any move around that area. So this one might be, but I also don't think it's really interesting. Maybe you can just play Keima and still block it. So I felt like this one is center, so I need to black should answer. But if it's not center, then it's not good. Hmm. This maybe it's better to just keep the line connected somehow and try maybe to play something like this. If it would be like this and let's say white is connected, I don't think black is upset. Black has only sticks. White has a sticks which doesn't have territory and it's not alive. And black try to build something. It's more like more promising. And this way it's some fight where white get a tiger mouse and maybe these restones are in danger. Maybe like this they are dead. It feels like they should die now. I'm not sure about this one. Also, don't know, maybe this is also too much. Probably also too much. Maybe just jump. Probably jump is the good move here. And black have to play here and then just defend. There is so much agi around this group. It's probably not dead, but feels like it would be a big problem afterwards. And like this, I think it's not really dying, and I'm not really sure it's necessary to go with all of these exchanges. Also for black, you don't really need to push that much. Maybe it's just okay to let it connect. So I don't, when you play here, basically more groups are not alive. So group 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all not alive. Uh, if I'm black, I think I'm winning. So I would more be tempted to have this exchange. This, that makes this group alive and this group alive. So this would be my thinking. I try to make everything alive. And then try to survive till endgame. This is the plan. Like this, it doesn't matter that you capture him before or not, it would be super crazy fighting at some point. What is going on here? I think black a bit messed up somewhere. And I think the correct one, this should be, we should start from this. This, like this, I think. I think this is the plan. But, or something like here. This. I don't know if it's correct, but it feels like that should be something should be working. But it's all going from the right. You see, this is super risky move. You can just let it connect again. White is connecting, you just jump, continue to force white to connect. Also here somehow, and just come back to play endgame. Maybe play on the top. It's not that small at this moment. I think this is the plan. This way, we are kind of struggling as black, and I think this is how the situation becomes not that one-sided. Now it's not really that easy. Now the other group is not live. The bottom is alive. Okay. I think here is better to maybe or play Keima or jump to the center somehow. Because if white get the center, then it feels that, I mean, it's almost cash. So defending, yeah, and now white needs to kind of connect it, and Kusumi looks good. And basically now this is all cash on top. Maybe this is not necessary. I think white is already okay like this. If we count points, I think white have a lot. Black, like after black capture these stones, black, okay, destroy something on the top. But most of the times black were surviving with the groups. Like a lot of moves, not really a lot of profit. And white managed to defend some box, which is around 30 points. So I think at this point already white fight back, and this is bit too much because now you need to kill, and it's no, I would be not sure you can kill it. And now it looks pretty difficult. So we can go with this one, I guess. So the logic is to get it something like this, And then this one is center, so we cannot cut, so we need to play here, and then we kill. Maybe there is another move which I'm missing. So it's not that easy with 7. But I feel like if you have this kind of shape, maybe it's already connection might be okay, and then connection. So this feels too much. And this one is the move that we need to look for, not connection. This one first. Because now, yeah, we just missed the moment. I think now it's game over. Now clearly that when the top is dying, I don't think there is any options to fight back. And it's not really close. Okay, there was some moves still. Yeah, and then it's game over. But I think black had an option here. Like, just connection was wrong. This one is the move that I'm not really sure. Also, the core is not so small. Let's say we connect and we kill and it's like this. Probably is enough for white. But I am kind of hesitating because black killed a lot and black also lived with the group. So I'm not even sure. Maybe it's better in this kind of situation to just capture and give the bottom. Maybe just enough. And then take center, be sure that it's just enough. Like this. It's a lot of points, but I guess white is still winning even like this. Top looks really big. And there is no AJ at all. So yeah, but this was super unnecessary. So for black, basically everything was started. Let's go one by one. So yeah, dying with the center was probably miscalculation, and white should for sure play something. Maybe some Kusumi and try to live like this. And after that, black is clearly ahead, and black needs to fight less. So that's why I want to go with this kind of moves. Just to let white be alive, let black be alive, and try to make the things way more simple. And just creating this group was big problem, and black kind of entered to a difficult fight where I feel like white fight back. I think was really good to get a Panuki, to cut everything in center, forced to live with 2 points here. And after this, it feels like that game becomes even, and this was the last mistake. Black should just jump and destroy the center. I think like this game would be longer and it would be closer, but when black played on the top and white defend the area on this center, I think game is pretty good for white. Yeah, and then the kill was not necessary, but black didn't use the chance. Do you have maybe questions about this game? Is the sequence in upper right okay before S11? Yes, should be fine. Maybe this one is not necessary. Maybe it's better to play here. I'm not sure. Also, I'm not sure about this one. Probably okay. I mean, you have to play it. And now I think A and B is Miai, so I would rather jump with the other stones. Like this. Yeah. Because the corner is not really... It's not alive completely, so maybe you can play like this. And then we need to capture. And maybe you can capture the 2 stones. Probably is fine. I think good for both. Yeah, something else? Lover left. This would be good for white. This. This would be good for white, like this. But it's playable. It's not like really... It's more like plus half a point or plus 1 point, I don't remember. Something like this or this. Probably this one. I think this is a bit better for white, but definitely you can play it. And with C1, I think this is good for black. Another thing about this, I think in a game it was Keima here. I feel like that Keima was probably wrong and black should play 1 here. This would be a correct direction because now in normal situation this is not alive, so 1 is strange. But when it's completely alive, 1 is correct direction. This way we push basically white out and build a nice base. Yeah. Something else? Okay. Then let's go to the next one. We'll give a link first. So here's the next one. Today all games were something died in all of the games. They are pretty fast. So the next one is the game Robin Bonjon against Eunice Tuwil. This is difficult name. I think I got it correct. If not, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's go with this one. So the old one, this is good. Usually nowadays the Joseki goes like this. This, maybe this, I think. This, and this. This is the new variation nowadays, which you use. And I checked this with AI, it was okay. If you block, I think this is cannot be good. Like now we play here, yes, and then we play like this. This is the move. It's super hard to find the next move for black. On this one we go down. So basically it's unclear what to do here as black. And that's why this move is not really a Joseki recently. We don't really use it anymore. In this case it's not that cool because now maybe we can try to cut or to play something like this and try to attack it. So black shape is stronger. So black can try, in theory, maybe play like this and Keima, and then shape is a bit better than before. This is fine. Okay, this also looks big. Have to Hane. About this cut, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just easier to answer, at least once. And then see, maybe black would answer and then you just have center. Like this. Aha, this kind of fight. Yeah, this one doesn't really lead to a good result, so this fight feels a bit too much. Maybe not even a bit, it feels too much. Oof. If we want to cut, we clearly want to cut like this. I think this is the way. And then see how it will end up. I mean, you can do it like this. Extend in this way, or just immediately this way, or try to kill the corner. I'm not sure it's alive. Even like this, there is some core or something, or at least black is alive. So I think this is for sure the good cut. And with this one, your white just disconnected. This is just disaster. So black should cut like this. On this one, I there is might be some problems, so maybe we need to exchange this and then play here. I'm not sure. But I think black is fine in any case here after the cut. Maybe now to use the moves like this, or the other way around, like this, and this to reinforce the shape in the center first, and then jump. I think this combo with 5-6 is helping a lot. Maybe later white can, for example, even now white can play the move like this, which is center, and try to put a lot of pressure on this center group. So this is what I would be really afraid of. Hmm. Okay. This is good. Maybe here, I think connecting is good. Like, there is for sure some kind of follow-ups, but after 3, at least this one or this one would give you extra center moves, and I think black would easily survive here. Like, I don't think there would be a problem. I'm also not sure what about this. Is it really? It feels like also a problem. I'm not sure like what you can get out of it, but it feels like you can get something, like at least center this move, and then you can easily make life. So I think one on top, maybe this way or like this, is way more important than playing on the bottom at this point. Okay, so we trade a bit. Okay, I mean maybe white should just capture. Feels like white. The game is looking normal. And yeah, this way it feels a bit too much. So we need to just connect somehow, maybe here. And see how it goes. I think this fight by itself is good for black. Black has more stones. This group is super weak. This group is also weak, another wall. And somehow this is also looks big. So I think all black positions is way more perspective here. And if we play this, it's already a bit on the edge. Maybe white can kill it somehow or try to kill. There is some problem with liberties. Okay. Hmm. So now we need to live because we're not alive, so we have to play this. Not even sure it's working. But I guess you have to play. But also you made a bad exchange just like now. These stones might be dead. This is dead, yeah. And then if this stone's dead, then there was no point to play them. This. So it was better to play here, here, and then Kosumi. This would be the sequence. Black to... I think like this black has really good fight. I'm not really sure you need this move from the beginning because I anyway don't think there is a problem. If we play here, we just jump. It can be a problem only if black have some magical geta white. But I don't think so. I don't think this is dying. I mean, we can just capture the other stone. So I think this is not really necessary to play that sharp here. Yeah, and now you need to play this, which is not the best shape. I guess it's okay. It's alive and we still have some fight, but this one is just not working. Yeah. This is basically over. Yeah. Uh, Set miscalculation. I mean, black had a good fight, but messed it up. I think white played too aggressive here. Like really, there was some aggressive cuts, like here, this one. Better to play this and let black to connect. I don't think that black is gaining so much. If black would push, maybe now, but I would still consider maybe to answer, or I'm considering even to defend like this or to extend. I don't know. I'm not really mind if it would be like this and then you just take another big move. White take a lot of points, black reinforce a bit of the group. I think this is fair. And this is first questionable fight. It feels really like on the edge. And I think this is good. Maybe this cut would be way more interesting in a way that like you can play it now just to see what is the reaction. Because if we defend and now we need to leave, you are not happy with this kind of shape. This is not the shape that leads to a good result for white. So you have to play this one, but it doesn't work. So it feels like even at this point we have to just capture, and now it leads to an easy solution for black. But the fight was okay, but I think the next connection, like here, at this point, it's pretty good to capture this stone. Like you have a big group, you don't want to give up these two stones, and creating a new group on the top was a bit too much. So, like, it feels like white have too many problems. And even now, if black would defend, white take another big move. I don't think white is behind. I think white is pretty okay here. So this is the idea. And then black just mess up a bit in the fight, maybe Bayomi, I don't know. But yeah, feels like white was lucky here a bit. Do you have maybe questions about this game? Okay, then let's go to the next one. I will meanwhile send the link for the next one. If there will be questions, I will answer. So, next one. So next one is the game of Fuseki 3 against Robin Banjan. Yeah, let's go with this. Super crazy opening, but all moves are looking okay at this point. Just uncommon. This looks fine. Maybe it's okay also to play something else, but I don't think this is a problem. So this feels on the edge. I don't know if you can kill it or not. Maybe also you don't need to. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's okay to just defend. But with killing, this is tricky. So I think if we already play like this, for sure better to Tiger Mouse. Maybe Quastrates, I don't know. I think this is good, just to have a safe call. Call for nothing. Like this way we lose nothing, so I'm pretty happy. And of course there is some cost rates and stuff, but this is okay. Also you don't need to start it. This is another plus, so maybe you can play elsewhere. at this point, and black have to play 4. And this is for sure good for white. I don't see this is any. I don't think this is an acceptable result for black because black has to play extra move. And yeah, there is not really much you can do. And this way, we have kind of a core. Or don't. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a core. It's not like we can kill it. Hmm. Well, at least you need to capture, but or like this maybe, but it's not so easy now. Somehow after the connection, I feel like white is not really doing well here. This is just center, but black gets way more points, so I feel like the situation getting better for black. Don't know how much, maybe it's still playable, probably like 10 points or something, but feels that white missed a bit a chance. You can also play here, in this case. This is also okay. Like this. Or, yeah, or even this one. But I think this is a standard move, and like this. Because now you don't have the move to really continue. And now I think as black, I would want to play like this. This is the super tricky one. Locally group is not alive, so it's you need to run like this. I mean, there is no good answer here. On this you can cut. And that's mainly the problem. And if you need to live like 2, this feels bad. So that's the problem, and if you ignore it, then the corner is dead. So that's the problem with the K-mine. Usually it's better to finish the shape, but if you finish, the shape looks strange, so that's why we play like this, to have more reliable shape. Yeah, this one is mistake. Here white is happy about this. Yeah, basically you got center, so now you can play on top. I think this is not good for black. Yeah, black played a bit wrong order. So if you play like this, well, maybe we can even do like more precise, like to try to take even more, I think. So maybe it would be even a bit better. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. Here you need to be careful. Maybe group is dying. I don't know. It starts to become for sure more problematic. Probably it's alive still, but you need to be careful at this point. Hmm. So white managed to build some shape, looks good. This is also looks good. Yeah, here it should be Hane. So in the game it was like this, and then we push from behind, but I think we should Hane first, maybe jump, or maybe this and jump, I don't know, or just tiger mouse or something. This looks good. We give 10 points, but shape is very good. And then we still can almost rescue them. So for black, you need to probably add a move, and then white can block, so get initiative. Like this, Yeah, that's 5 stones, but also there is extra lot of points, so I think this is not good. Yeah. Hmm, this is fine. This is also big. I mean, maybe as black I would consider to play Keima. I don't think group is dead. Doesn't feel like it's really dying. Feels like there is some might be danger. Maybe I would play like this, just to have some cut or something. Because this way feels like when white play here, game becomes closer and closer. I think now the situation becomes way closer than before. Maybe it's better to jump here. And now I think game is really close. This one, when black get this one, it feels a bit uncomfortable. Maybe also black can play this. I think this is way more reliable. On this one, we can just give. Also, it's not that easy to take, so it's a core, but we have like a lot of crossroads as white, so I don't think this is really possible for black. So here, I don't know. Yeah, most likely black cannot really do much about this. And if it's like this, then I think the game is close. Probably after the Seki, white fight back a lot. So white have a lot of points here on the top. I think white is fine. And this works. This feels that there is something wrong with these shapes. One liberty. Yeah, this is over. Yeah, I see. I mean, then Seki is not Seki anymore, and basically that costs too much. I think about behind here, maybe white is behind, but this is not an easy endgame. Like when you have a core, it's not an easy endgame for sure. And then it's like by points, I think white most likely is okay. Just black has some advantage of this core, but can get black get it? This is another thing. Like maybe white will play Cosrets and white get a good result by itself. So I wouldn't be so sure. I think the game is super close like this. And yeah, if you connect, then the group is not alive also. I think this is dead. So you cannot really connect. And then let's say if you play some small Cosret, this is also kind of might be dead. I'm not sure, but it feels that it should die, or there is some core. I mean about this group completely. It's really not feeling that great. So let's say we jump, play here, Atari this and this. Should be dead. I mean, not maybe it can make eyes somewhere in the center, but this core is dangerous for black. So if black lose it, maybe black have to really come back or play the moves like this. And then you don't know how it will end up. Like then white get a core for free and the game is super close this way. Yeah, I think that's kind of all for this game. Do you have maybe questions? Lower left was that Capturing 1 point, yes. So it was here. This you need to capture now. And then leave the core and then play elsewhere. This is the main point. And black have to come back and then you have extra move. And then white is super happy. I mean, this is a big difference. This is probably plus 10 for white, I guess. So white's just good. Because white keep these points, compare, and white get extra move 3. So this was the solution. And it's not like, I mean, black can also ignore it and keep the core. But the core, black can defend and white can start it. The core is very big, so if you don't have core threats, I think black is dying there. So I don't think black can ignore the core. Black have to answer at some point. Yeah. Some more questions? No. If the core starts, I don't think so. Like this. But this is the same. It's just give more. Like now it's still the core. The core is the same. You just give more points. I mean, of course, if you connect and you make it like you didn't see the first one, makes sense to go with the second one, of course. But yeah, there is no point to connect to just give more points. And the handling against solid, yeah, handling is better. So if you probably in all cases, even in the case if we have a core, I don't think we have a core here. So in this case, if you plan to defend, then handling is probably better, but here hard to say. I mean, you get 2 points less in your territory, but the shape is stronger. This is not sure. Maybe it is, maybe not. But in the way of Seki, it was a big difference. Probably like few points. Yeah. So it depends. If you go for the Seki variation like it was in the game, then handling is better. Here, probably still better, but not that important, I think. If there would be a core and then cost threats, then maybe it's worse, but I think if you play the core, most likely it's always bad for white here. So if there is a core between this group and this group, then for you it doesn't need to go, you don't need to go for a core. But problem that you cannot. So you need to just play like this. This is still not alive, and then we play like this. Take the center and play elsewhere. I think this is completely okay. Probably it's fine. I think this is fine. You don't need to do something special. Uh, yeah. And if you went for this one, probably there was a good sequence with this that I showed, that now you can defend, so you get something, but yeah, this would be better if you would find it. Something else? Mm, yeah, I mean, cannot be bad. You invaded, was okay. This was also fine. I think there was a lot of decent moves. By itself, the quality of the game is pretty good. I don't really mind the invasion here. I think this invasion was good. Yeah, everything was okay. It was not like really big. Probably you could also use the other decisions, but this one was fine. I think here this was a critical one. It would be way better if White would play here. But beside that, the game becomes the difference becomes a bit smaller. So I think step by step the game becomes closer. And then on the left, I think this is the critical moment when Because white has also way more cost threats because of this area. I don't think black can play the core. And if black wins the core, black gets way less. So if we even go like this, I think this is success for white. So I don't really see how black wins this. Yeah. And that's why I think black should play like this. And this way probably is game over. Yeah. Okay, then let's go to the next one. Next, I will give a link. So, somewhere here. Yeah. So next one is Jon's Tuil against Fuseki 3. So let's go with this. Wow. Okay, let's try with this. For this, it's very hard to comment. Looks fun. Okay. This is feels wrong. I think now black can have play like this and just kill white. So what to do? I think the correct one is to also extend and just fight somehow. I think this is the good one. This Atari, yeah, like this, maybe it's not that obvious, but like this, I don't know what to do. Because now the position is like this or like this, but this I also not sure if it's that good. Also, we can play Atari, we can continue because I think this is anyway pretty well, pretty nice. Well, maybe it's possible. I don't know. Hard to say for me. Maybe we can push and get it like this. It's still somehow it's not that easy. So maybe it's possible. Maybe black should just play here and then just play normal just to escape with everything. This result feels okay for white. Should be for sure in this position Atari. I think there is no way you miss this Atari. Uh, Especially if you want to play here. Uh, this core is impossible to play. Maybe here, but I'm not even sure it's a cost threat. Like, let's say we leave and then we can live with this group, more or less. I mean, this is locally dead, but you get a lot, and I think the core on top is just covers everything. So I'm not even sure, but it's fine. In the end, it's more like Tenuki at this point is also fine. If you play here and black play here and you give a stone, it's not a big deal. So if you lose the core, it's okay. And it means that in this situation, you can take 4-5, which is like nice bonus, and then take something. And this is looks like really good result for white. So that's why in this position we always Atari. There is no way we don't. So for this is okay. Okay, black start to play reasonable. Like on the lines like 4 or 5. Oh, not 4 or 5, 3 or 4. I think here most of the times, like if this is the position, what we don't do, we don't bump. Like this is the bump, and we get a Hane on the head of 2 stones. This is not really good. So we need to Hane here and see how it goes. Maybe if white would extend, then you cannot really get a hane like this, so you'll play like here, and I think this way it's fine. But this, the game, I feel like it's too much. And yeah, maybe there is a cut, but I also don't think this is a good way to fight. Maybe it's better to play like this and then just fight other place, or just take another big move somewhere. This way, it's a fight, but I feel like white can use the strong shape. Kosumi, okay. Probably Kosumi is wrong. Probably it should be like this. I thought maybe it's okay because of the cut, but this cut doesn't give you anything. Mhm. I'm thinking whether there's an option to win the com. Um, at least maybe there is an option to play some cost threads like this in order to see what is the next cost threads for black. I mean, if it's like this, maybe it's a plus for you to get 4 for 5. And then 1 for 2 is a smaller minus. So I would probably try to do it. Mhm. This is not good. Should be Keima. And also, I also don't know what to do on this kind of moves. I feel like the shape should collapse at some point. So if we play like this, then this move works very well. So we need to connect and then try to play 3 and play around 3. I think instead of cap would work okay if this group is strong. But as far as it's not, we can do a lot of things. We can just cut like this. I don't know what is going on with the liberties. Maybe there is a problem with liberties and it doesn't work. Mm, does it work or not? Maybe like this we have to play. But it looks risky. Maybe with this one we can just turn, play Hane to see what is the situation. And then, or even this, this and this, and then all the combo on the left is still there. Now I think it feels really easy for white because white settled the shape pretty nicely. The group is dying. Okay. Yeah, there is something wrong with the order. So if we already cut, we should play this first. I don't think white will play here. So, and now we cut, if we play the same. Don't lose the liberty, so I think this is good. And yeah, the group can still live, so I don't think we can still play here and live. So there is no problems with that. So we can cut and try something. But this way, maybe also here white should answer like this in a way to get something out of it, and then maybe something like this. But it feels not good. Feels like that black can get like this. I think white is fine. White gets some points. Maybe it's good to jump even to keep them, because now there is still some agi with this kind of moves. Hmm? Yeah, feels that maybe as black you should play this way and Atari to just see what will be the answer. If it's like this, maybe it's better to capture, I don't know. Or maybe it's better to just play Tenuki and then try to live. This feels like might be alive. And if we play something else, I don't know what do we do. Like this, then we just go inside. And like this. If it's Atari, then I feel like there is a lot of things we can do still before connecting. I think this is the way. Like this, it feels that right is dead, and I'm not sure black has enough points. This is probably should be here first. If we connect, then we go like this, and then go to take everything. So I think we capture it, and I don't think we can resist. So we have to defend. This would be bigger, most likely. Hmm? The group on the right also dying. So I guess black should play this. Now it's alive. This. And probably the game is close like this. This way, yeah, the group is dead or not. I'm not sure. Maybe there is some hope. Is there? Not really. No, there's no hope. It's just that. And I think like this, white have just more. Basically, there is end game left, yeah. And this was the one on the left was critical. So I think this one was good. This stuff and maybe like this. And here feels like after this the game is more or less even. I don't know. So this plus this. Maybe it's even better for black. The one area on the right is also not 100% is clear at this point. But I think for sure in this game the main thing that black missed the timing to push here. To push and ask all of this. Because there's so much agi around it, I think this was that that area on the right, any type of this push and cut and then extend, it feels like now you cannot ignore it. I also don't know what to do. Like you need to connect, but then the other cut, like even like this is already annoying. Or just capturing these stones is already annoying. Feels like a big problems. And even if white would kill, here there's another problem that so it's not so easy. This doesn't really work. But even if white would kill, black already capture points and you need to play inside. But you cannot sacrifice. Like if you sacrifice, then we live. The timing is that we don't need, we have AB. So that's the trick. So it's, and you cannot really play inside. So you cannot sacrifice like this. Because black goes inside and there is, everything is just falling apart. So here, this was probably the moment where black could just win the game. And the second thing was on the left, I think like this, the game would be for sure close. I don't know who is winning. It's hard to count for me territories, but it becomes close. And after the Hane, mm, maybe now just Atari, but I'm also not sure it works. Probably with Atari there is more chances. Or yeah, Atari this and this, but I afraid that white also can try to kill it. It feels that it should die also. So I feel like that this combo was wrong, so it should be here. Yeah. Do you have questions here? Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then we just ignore it. We play here. Again, A and B is mi. So we can just try to live. And that's the problem. It's really annoying. Yeah. Some more questions? Lower left. Okay. About this. If white instant. Yeah, for example. Looks fine. I don't think it's problem. Mm, 1, 2, 3. You can maybe also play this one if you really want to, but I don't want to. So I think it should be okay. Here I'm not sure. Maybe we can just play here because we can capture the stone on the left. So if we play this, then we play here. I think this is fine. I don't think it should be okay. It feels like this is the shape. Maybe also you can play here. Also looks fine. I think something like this. It should be this Atari kind of makes things a bit worse. Um, Maybe it would be lead to something like this, which probably fine. But I think black is a bit better here. And this cut was just not working. But I'm also not sure. Maybe we can try something like this, which I'm also not 100% sure it's good. Mm. It feels on the edge. I don't know. Something like this. Feels like a lot of crazy stuff there. So I'm not really sure if it works or not. I mean, maybe also this is working. I also don't know. This also feels strange, but somehow the shapes allows to play that like this. So I don't know. About this, I'm not sure. And this is the random moves. It's not Fuseki. It's more like a feeling in the fight. And yeah, usually you need to spend some time to be sure about this the result. Okay. Do you have more questions? Upper right. It was after the bump. Upper right. Which bump? There is no bump. Uh, Before the cap. To be honest, before the cap here, I think. So, mm, probably it was fine. I think maybe black was a bit ahead, but I guess it was okay. Yeah, I don't think that's you're really losing here. Here. Yeah, this Atari maybe was too much. Mm. Should be just jump. This jump, maybe this. This. I think this is good. This is usually the way. And the Atari, I mean, Kosumi helped a lot, but like this, probably black would be better. So in this kind of shape, the Atari is the last option. I don't feel like I would play there. Also, I'm not sure about this, maybe this one. Because this way you can get Hane if you need that. Or you have these moves. So you can play, well, maybe Hane is okay. Maybe Extend is okay. I like Extend way more. Something like this. This fight looks way better. It looks like white is really in good position here. Yeah. So I think this is the key move here, not this one. Because anyway, this is anyway center. We need to answer for black. And then one is helping way more on the fight. That's why the cut was weird. And if we answer like this, then I think white overall is strong to fight. Yeah. Okay. If that's all, we can move to the last game for today. So last one. This is the last one. So last game is Yun Stuil and Clement Doromanov. So let's go with this. This is good. A lot of Josekis. Looks fine. Okay. And so far the game looks super balanced. I don't think any move was a mistake. Mhm. So this is the first questionable move. I'm not sure it's bad, but I would be okay to play here. There is some combo. I think it works like this. This, this, this. This is the combo here that we can use. So by itself, after this game, the shape is very weak, and we almost can connect here. That's why I don't think we need to attach and make it stronger. Also, empty triangle, something is wrong, so it should be here. I just after the push, this shape is not flexible enough. With this one, maybe you can cut and fight. But with this, it's just empty triangle and empty triangle, and I feels that really there is some problems with the shape. I'm not even sure, maybe white could push till the end and then fight here. It doesn't look like a bad fight for white. White decided to play more simple. Now black somehow ran away, but I think that white is kind of happy with the result. Okay. This I didn't expect. This was good. Now, in the game was this one or this? I don't think it's a good move. Just defend the corner, and then everything is fine. I'm thinking about the other options. Maybe it's okay to play something else, like this, and try to get some fighting here, but I don't know if it's necessary. Probably it was okay. But this one for sure not. Like now white took the corner and black is not alive. So I feel like this was a big problem. And this feels really, really like a good result. At this point, I think if white would survive with all groups, white is winning. The whole bottom side was black and now it's just white. So only thing what white needs to survive with all groups, and this cut is not helping. Maybe just here to make your group strong and then prepare the cut. and then black will defend, and we have center, we play somewhere on the left, and I think white is good like this. This way we have two groups. Now it's three groups. Just capture. I think you should just capture the group. It's a lot of points. Also, it's not like white can resist. If white start to, this is just doesn't work. Maybe there is some combos like this, and this way maybe you survive, but top is dying. So I don't think white can really survive. And like this, even if white not running away, group is not captured yet. It would be way nicer if you can capture it like this, for example. This, and this. Or this. Yeah, something like this. Would be way more points. This is all is okay. This Kosumi is way too much. Like, what we are hoping to do, we will not cut like this. This is too much. So you really try to cut some. I mean, if it's just an exchange, I'm not even sure it's a good exchange. It's not really giving a lot of points. But if you play from the other side, then black will defend. Maybe you want to have this. So I don't feel like cut is really good exchange or decision. Yeah, now we don't cut, so I don't feel like this was a big success. And now black can just leave. And the game probably still good for white, but it becomes a bit messy with this cut. I think also black could try to play like this instead of this, just here, because this one is center, and now try to put a lot of pressure and try to capture this group. Or try to capture, or maybe white would struggle, because this way white is not really under pressure. And now black play here, which I don't think or it's a good option, because now the group is dying on the left. Yeah, when the group is dead, I think this is over. And then this is connected, but this is just too much. It cannot be enough. And in the end, there is some stuff, like some endgame, but I don't think that white is. It's not really close. The game is like plus 20 when white capture it. The one option was to play here and try to give it like this. Maybe like this, it would be like more like a compromise. Black capture something on the bottom and then survive. This game would be closer, but I think white is still good. The beginning was really good for white. So if we check the position like now, white capture all points here, and black have to survive. This was not even a live group. So maybe just connection in this case would be the correct answer. Just like this or like this. I think I like this one more. It's more like making the corner completely strong and alive. This way, it feels that maybe with this one it would be still okay, but after this Tiger Mouse, I think white is ahead by like pretty much. And unfortunately, yeah, the group is still not alive. Maybe also here would be correct to just capture, even though it looks sad, or extend. Extend looks good. Maybe extend would be good to just settle the shape. And also on the other side, the last chance for black would be to just try, after all of these exchanges, try to play 3 and capture. I think this is the probably biggest chance. Yeah, and for white it's better to just play here, let black to connect just by points. This corner, like this corner and another corner, and this territory is so big that I don't think that black can uh, fight with the territory with black. So it feels like pretty easy game for white this way. Yeah, that's all about this game. Do you have maybe questions here? Maybe also one. One is maybe more center. Uh, so I think black should do something like this. Maybe this one would be more promising than this. In a way that if it's like this, then it's okay. It's for sure better. If it's a fight, then maybe we can get something in center. But this is annoying, in fact. This too is annoying. Because the cut here ruins a lot of stuff. We need to connect and then we hane. I think this is a bit too much. So maybe this one. And hope that white would connect. I mean, if white will not and white will place somewhere else, then just capturing the stone and the game becomes closer, I think, like this. Probably still good for white. But now it's closer. In a game, cutting was probably like when white play here in these two groups, and this is feels really difficult. Yeah. And now, yeah, maybe now. Now it would be also okay. I'm also not sure it works, but now it has way more chances. It would be maybe like this. This and then just, I don't know, some connection here. It would be a game. I think like this, it's a game, but probably still good for white. Yeah. Some more questions? Okay. In the beginning. Okay. When white came here, this came or this came. Where the came? Which came? There was two camas. Here maybe with came. Yeah, this was the better shape. Or if you think about the white, I think white have to play here. And then maybe after this you can play like this, or this one, it's still fine. In a way you go for some compromise. It's not like white black would capture everything. It would be some compromise. But probably black should play like this, and then white will get something out of it. Yeah, it's just a weakness which will lead to a compromise. It's if without this, I think black is really not good if you have to live here. But if you can connect, give half, it's more like fine. Yeah. Some more questions? Okay. Then for today, that's all. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining and see you next time. Bye. Have a nice evening.